The first Pokemon in the Gucci category is Shiny Charizard. And it's in this category because it's big, it's black, it's beautiful, and it's very useful in both raids and battles. The next Pokemon on our Gucci list is Golurk. He looks like a cross between Iron Man, the Iron Giant, and he looks like he might be from Atlantis. But he's super cool looking and kind of rare. Next, we have Aron, or I say Aaron, who is a pretty easy to find Pokemon, and once you get enough candy, you can evolve him into Aggron, who's a very powerful Pokemon. It's also a combination rock and steel, which is a nice combination for battling, and it has those signature steely blue eyes. The next one is the Alolan version of Marowak. In general, Cubone's kind of intriguing because the skull that he wears is the skull of his dead mother, which is kind of a strange thing. But the Alolan version also has a blue bone boomerang that it uses, which is pretty sweet as well. Our final Gucci Pokemon is Shiny Gyarados. It takes a pretty much worthless Pokemon Magikarp and turns it into a very strong Pokemon. But you do have to get 400 candies, which is a huge investment. The first Pokemon on our trash list has to be Trubbish, because he's literally a bag of trash. And when you evolve him, you guessed it, he becomes a bigger bag of trash. So he's our number one. When our next Pokemon came out, its only claim to fame was that it was hard to find. And its name is Dunsparce. It might be Dunsparce to find, but it's also stupid because you can't use it in raids or in battles to any great effect. Our number 3 is Luvdisc because it was only made for Valentine's Day, I think. It's just a heart. You can't really use it for any other purposes than to collect them for research tasks. Our number 4 trash Pokemon is Feebas, because you usually get them by walking a 10-kilometer egg, and then you get this stupid fish Pokemon. Then you also have to walk it as your buddy for another 20 kilometers. And then finally, after gathering 100 candies, you can evolve it into Melodic. Cool. Our last trash Pokemon is a personal least favorite of mine. It's Slakoth. It's a sloth Pokemon, and the reason I hate it so much is the very first one I tried to catch ran away from me. Yeah, you heard that right. A sloth ran away from me. First, we have Sudowoodo, who is a tree, but for some reason is a rock-type Pokemon. Number 2 in the whack category is a 2-for-1, because both Electrode and Voltorb are pretty strange in the fact that they're just inverses of each other. Number 3 in our whack list is Lopunny. I mean, just look at her. She's unnecessary, I think a little bit too racy for a Pokemon, and it's just kind of a strange creation. Our number 4 whack Pokemon is truly whack, straight out of like a Stephen King novel, Drifloon. If you look at the Pokédex entry, it likes children. It tries to lead them away from their parents, who mistake it for just being a regular balloon. It also steals their souls. The larger the Drifloon, the more children's souls are inside of it. And then when the Drifloon pops, lets out a screeching sound as all of the souls are released. And finally, our last whack Pokemon is the Alolan version of Executor. It just has this crazy long neck. You can't even see its head when you look at it in its Pokédex entry. It's just kind of necessary.